Hi guys, and welcome back to this journey on the John Muir Trail. This is day 26. So unfortunately, my camera on the trail ran out of battery or memory. I forget exactly which one. On day 25, I literally got the last two photos that you saw in the last video of our first view of Mount Whitney, the backside of Mount Whitney, and that was it. So I don't have any other photos for these last 3 days, but I'm going to come to you guys straight up like this, looking like I look, and reading you guys the last 3 days of my trail journal. So without further ado, let's get into it. I'm going to try to go back and forth as much as possible. It's day 26 from Wallace Creek to Guitar Lake. The date was August 8th, 2014. Approximately an 8-mile day on the trail. My journal reads, well, we are finally here. We summit Mount Whitney tomorrow, and then we're out the next day. Oh, we found our lost team member at Guitar Lake today. He summited Whitney without his pack today with a different group, and I think he's going to join us again for the ascent tomorrow, which I think is pretty cool. Hopefully we can continue, or we can actually finish 6 strong. It's hard not to start thinking ahead to home and all its comforts. I'm looking ahead to summiting tomorrow because I know I should enjoy ascending the tallest mountain in the contiguous United States. Contiguous? Contiguous. That'll be an awesome accomplishment. But I'm also really looking forward to being in that car with my pop on the way home. I'm excited to see my lady friend, although admittedly nervous about the questions that might come up during her visit. I'll cross that bridge when I get there. For now, all I can do is to enjoy our last few meals together and look forward to accomplishing the completion of this trip with these guys. It's been an amazing experience, really. We've learned a ton, patiences have been tested, and challenges have been met with resolve and perseverance. We have one more big challenge ahead of us, and Whitney is not to be underestimated. I pray for good weather tomorrow, and indeed the next 2 days. I'm feeling a little antsy about my urge to get out tomorrow. It's going to be hard to curtail that desire for one more night. It's not like my ride will be at the portal until the 10th anyway, and it will be nice to spend one more night chilling out here with these guys. It might be the last I see of Jimmy for a while. Who knows? We've got plenty of whiskey to drink, and who knows if beer will come our way. Ha! It's time for a pull from the whiskey bottle as we speak. Well, that warms up your bones, and it's got a nice kick. It's nice to have our full group intact for dinner again. I know some group members might have some sour feelings towards our quote-unquote lost member for taking some time to himself, and I really think that's all he needed, just some time away from the stresses of the group. It's a very interesting group dynamic. I've had a great time with it, to be honest. It's been a treat to get closer to these guys and to get a better feel for each one of them. I hope that they've enjoyed having my presence on this trip as well. We've talked about our next trip being the Lost Coast Trail, and I hope we follow through on it. I'd like to travel again with this bunch. Editor's note. It's a slight bummer to read this now, as I believe a few members of our group did pursue a trip on the Lost Coast Trail this past summer, but I was unable to join. Resources have been thin recently, but it's always important to have new adventures on the horizon to look forward to. Back to the journal. I'm trying to think of something to write as recorder practice commences outside in preparation for tomorrow's big performance on the summit. It's going to be another 4 a.m. wake-up call tomorrow morning, but the last of our trip. I hope the light rain now sprinkling on our tent will cease by the morning. We're in bed early, hoping to be well rested for the morning's ascent. Editor's note. And to also escape the cold, now attempting to grip our bones into stagnation as we camp well above tree line. Who would have known there'd be literally a guitar-shaped lake sitting in a perfect granite bowl just 3,000 feet below Whitney's summit. Back to the journal. I'm amped for it, and I'm sure I'll have a little difficulty sleeping tonight, but not too much. It's hard to fathom that we've been out here for 26 days now. It feels like such a day-to-day thing at this point. Feels like, I could see how it would be easy to lose track of time on a long trip like hiking the entire Pacific Crest Trail from Canada to Mexico, or vice versa. You operate based on the sun, and the traditional clock can easily fade away. It's going to be an interesting transition back to the real world. Don't get me wrong, I'm excited about it in many ways, but in some regards, I'm just starting to get comfortable out here. It's a weird, perpendicular dualism. On one hand, I crave the comforts, joys, and pleasures of civilized life. On the other, the nomadic lifestyle grows on you, and travel keeps the heart keeps the heart and the legs young. Much to ponder in the coming months. So that's my selection from day 26 in my journal from the John Muir Trail. If you guys want to check out this full trail journal, I've put the link in the description where you can find it on Amazon, Kindle, or paperback version. And there's also a link down there to where you can find it on my personal website, tuckerballister.com. Hint, hint, a little cheaper, but it's a PDF version over there. So thank you guys for joining me. Hope you enjoyed day 26, day 26's journal entry. And thank you for continuing to support my mission to explore wilderness, create learning opportunities, and connect with nature. We'll see you for day 27, next to last day.